Welcome, everybody, and thank you for coming. And thank you, John, for recording, because we're not, he might have to take over, but hopefully it'll all work out because of the internet, but I think it's pretty good. Anyway, let's just start as we always do with that time of just being quiet and just opening our hearts and sending out love and gratitude to our world. Let's take some slow, deep breaths to get into that peaceful, receptive state. So we breathe in slowly and deeply. We hold our breath. We breathe out. And then we hold our breath. Let's do that for a few more breaths. Now let's listen for our heartbeat. Our heartbeat, which is a pulse of light coming down through the silver cord from our mighty iron presence, anchoring in our heart, giving us life. Let's just see and feel and bless that heartbeat. That heartbeat that anchors into that beautiful threefold flame, which is the anchorage of our mighty I Am presence within our physical bodies. Let's just connect with that beautiful flame as we sit in that expanded golden flame in the center, golden yellow flame of wisdom and illumination, perception and discrimination. We see our bodies in this beautiful, dazzling golden flame. To the right, we can see the pink flame, that glorious, dazzling pink flame of pure divine love. And then we see to the left of us that beautiful, expanded flame, that sapphire blue, bringing into us the feeling of the will, the power, the faith, and the protection from our mighty I Am presence. See and feel and bless this glorious light. Let's take our awareness now up through the top of our head, through the silver cord, to our mighty, beloved I Am presence. Let's see this glorious, all-powerful, all-knowing, all-loving presence smiling down on us. Our wonderful presence of God, I Am. And now we see in the center of our chest a beautiful golden sun forming, dazzling and brilliant like the noonday sun. The beautiful focus of light from our I Am presence. Open our hearts and send love and gratitude to our mighty I Am presence for beating our heart and giving us life. And now we see those rays from our beautiful sun in the center of our chest, dazzling and brilliant, billions and billions of rays, going forth and connecting up with each and every miniature sun in all the cells of our bodies, our 4 earthly bodies, all those little inner wakas receiving this expanded light. Let's feel the joy, the happiness, and the gratitude of each and every little inner waka of our 4 earthly bodies. Sense and see and feel that wonderful light saturating our earthly bodies. And now let's just fill our feelings with a feeling of love and gratitude. And let's call to the beloved Ascended Masters beloved Ascended Master David Lloyd, the great God of gratitude, to fill us, each one and all mankind, with this feeling, that light substance from the Ascended Master realm of gratitude and love. We see our beautiful suns turning a deep shade of pink with a golden radiance. Gratitude and love for all our many, many blessings. Gratitude and love to the great Ascended Hosts for these marvelous teachings. Gratitude and love for all our loved ones and our friends. Gratitude and love for our homes and our supply. Gratitude and love for all the many, many blessings that we receive daily on our earthly journeys. Gratitude to the great and beloved elemental kingdom, animate and so-called inanimate, the beauty and bounty of nature. God bless, love and thank them, each and every precious one. Gratitude to the beloved angels, and gratitude to all life on our beloved earth. And now we see these rays in this wonderful expanded state, forming a lattice of light, dazzling and brilliant. We see our entire earth folded in this glorious pink and golden light, saturating every part of life on our beloved earth, especially those parts of life that are never loved or thanked, with this wonderful gift, our opportunity of sending love, light, and gratitude to all life. And we just give deep, deep thanks for this. Oh, lovely. Jeanette, are you, do you have a screen? Are you able to read the opening invocation to us?
Yes, I am. I have a screen. I'm at the ocean, but I can read it.
Okay, good.
Beloved presence of God, I am. It is thy life and intelligence that enables me to read and comprehend and absorb that which is required of me. For life, I am so grateful. Beloved Master Katumi, I ask for your feeling and your capacity to use this instruction for God's glory and mankind's comfort. We thank you. And now, great I am presence, take me within thyself. There instruct me and cause me to retain the full memory of these inner instructions. Thank you from beloved Saint Germain.
Marvelous. Thank you so much, beloved Jeanette. Okay, we've got quite a full program today. Gary's read for us, just wonderful as always, from our beloved Saint Germain from Discourse 3. And then we're going to have the great surrender to the Christ within from beloved Lord Maitreya. It's been quite a while since we had that one, and it's just such marvelous words from beloved Lord Maitreya. And then we're going to have Terry reading, as she has read that whole book for us, Dictations by the Ascended Masters, Imparting the Divine Plan, which is from the beloved Maha Chohan and Pallas Athena. We'll only get to a small portion of it today. And then I'm going to read from Goddess of Purity, that's Lady Astrea. Just wonderful. It's really sort of heart-stirring. And then beloved John will take us through our really important part of it, bringing the light in through the decrees. So we're going to listen to Gary reading. Thanks.
There is only one mighty, invincible, evolving process, and that is through consciously generating divine love. Love being the hub of
Sorry, it just seems like it's something wrong, but let me just carry on here.
There is only one mighty, invincible, evolving process, and that is through consciously generating divine love. Love being the hub of all life, the more we enter in and use it consciously, the more easily and quickly we release the mighty power of God, which is always standing as a dammed up force, waiting to find an opening in our own consciousness by which it can project itself. For the first time in many centuries, the searchlights or rays from the Golden City over the Sahara Desert are set into active operation over America and the earth. There may be some individuals who will see these rays, not knowing what they are. Mankind need no longer think that personalities continue to generate their destructive forces and long survive. Those who can use this knowledge of the electronic circle should no longer be deprived of its benefits. Give it forth, and the warning with it. Use this statement: I am the fulfilled activity and sustaining power of every constructive thing I desire. Use it as a general statement, for the sustaining power is in everything there is. I am here and I am there. In whatever you want to accomplish is a splendid way to feel that you are using the one activity and you thus rise above the consciousness of separation. There is only one mighty, invincible, evolving process, and that is through consciously generating divine love. Love being the hub of all life, the more we enter in and use it consciously, the more easily and quickly we release the mighty power of God, which is always standing as a dammed up force, waiting to find an opening in our own consciousness by which it can project itself. For the first time in many centuries, the searchlights or rays from the Golden City over the Sahara Desert are set into active operation over America and the earth. There may be some individuals who will see these rays, not knowing what they are. Mankind need no longer think that personalities continue to generate their destructive forces and long survive. Those who can use this knowledge of the electronic circle should no longer be deprived of its benefits. Give it forth, and the warning with it. Use this statement: I am the fulfilled activity and sustaining power of every constructive thing I desire. Use it as a general statement, for the sustaining power is in everything there is. I am here and I am there. In whatever you want to accomplish is a splendid way to feel that you are using the one activity and you thus rise above the consciousness of separation.
So sorry, everybody. I obviously doubled up there by mistake. Anyway, maybe we'll repeat that next week because it's just marvelous. Sorry for that, Gary, as well. All right, we're going to listen to this. It's from beloved Lord Maitreya. This is from The Bridge to Spiritual Freedom from December 1993, and it was given at the Shambhala headquarters from beloved Lord Maitreya. And he says, Beloved of my heart, you are teachers. You are guardians of the flame of love, for who else would desire to be a teacher? In order to be a proficient teacher, you must first learn the lessons yourself. This is done by placing your all at the feet of the inner light. Step through the gateway and enter into the holy flame of love within your heart. There, offer your substance and your knowledge to the Christ, and you shall receive the understanding of how it must be used. As you listen with your heart, you will hear the voice of your inner Christ say to you, My beloved of the ages, I am so grateful that you have at last heard my voice. It is a joy to have you in my holy chamber. Enter and stay for as long as you wish, for, in reality, this chamber is your own. As you put aside the old and open your mind to new ideas, testing them to the best of your ability, know that I am with you. I have always loved you, and I always shall. As you release all fear, my beloved, you shall wear the crown of your mother and carry the scepter of your father, and remain in this sacred place for all eternity. Beloved Cheelers, listen to the teachings of your inner Christ, for they are given out of pure divine love. Love your Christ self in return, for through it you will be able to love the Christ in others. This is the true meaning of the Christ calling out to its own. All others are stirred from their spiritual sleep by this call of love. The call, generated by your love for the Christ within your own heart, becomes the first cause of the awakening of many of your brothers and sisters in the human family. They will answer by being drawn to you for teaching. When you teach the seekers of truth, remember what beloved Kuthumi has said. On the way to mastery, everyone comes to a place on the path where he no longer looks for the teacher without, but he begins to turn to the still, small voice that is within. He then begins to rely solely on intuition. Next, upon contact with the presence, which precedes self-conscious mastery and divine freedom from all human concepts and all human form. Therein lies the key of how to teach. Always remember that you are acting merely as a bridge between the outer personality and the inner Christ. Once a person contacts the Christ who dwells within, he has begun to build his own bridge of consciousness. When this takes place, the teacher steps aside in gratitude and supports his brother by holding the divine concept on his behalf, knowing that his own determination will set him free. Because you must first accomplish this for yourself, I offer you an exercise that will help to achieve this goal. Sit quietly and center yourself in your threefold flame. Place your undivided attention upon it. Now step into the heart of the sacred flame. Remaining in this state of consciousness, you begin to see only through the eyes of the Christ. You feel the divine emotions of the Christ. When this is established, gently and slowly begin to draw your consciousness upward to the third eye chakra. Feeling the expansion of your threefold flame as you do so. Realize this as the only Christ self grown to full stature. For you are at one with the love nature of the Christ in your heart, and you are unifying it with the divine mind of God. The success of this exercise depends upon the willingness to become one in consciousness with your divine teacher. This exercise not only bridges the outer consciousness with the inner light, but it draws you closer to your God presence, the great I Am presence, and raises the planetary vibration as well. Dear ones, the path toward ascension is no longer a lonely path. When we walked upon the earth, it was often necessary to seclude ourselves in order to achieve our spiritual objectives. However, you know that after we secured our goals, we returned to bless the masses with our divine heritage. We never forced any part of life to accept our teachings. We blessed the masses through our radiation, stirring within their beings the truth of their own divine reality. This is the way that you, our Cheelers, must now begin to teach. The consciousness of humankind has evolved to such a degree that the Christ within can now teach the individual. The master each one seeks is set free in the heart flame of every person on the earth. Dear ones, I tell you now, seek no more. You have found the Master's abode. You are teachers of truth. Move forward with your divine plan. Command it, affirm, I am the resurrection and the life of the perfection of my divine plan manifest in the world of form, right here, right now, and forever sustained. The sanctuary within your heart is a beautiful retreat. It shall manifest in the physical world as a radiant sun, so that whoever sees it will face his own inner light and say, O brilliant star of my true being, I shall follow thee now and forever. I am free. Call upon my beloved world teachers, and they will help you to teach the truth that shall set this sacred planet free for all eternity. Rest now within the embrace of my love, Maitreya. The heavenly words from beloved Lord Maitreya, my goodness. And now we've got Terry reading, as always, so beautifully, and we're going to listen to the opening from beloved Moira, and then the beloved Maha Chohan.
Addresses by the beloved Masters Maha Chohan and Pallas Athena, Goddess of Truth. Introduction. Our love and gratitude extends to our beloved Maha Chohan, the Holy Comforter, to the beloved Pallas Athena, the Goddess of Truth, and to the beloved Hilarion and the Brotherhood of Truth at Crete. May the fullest outpouring of the cosmic flame of cosmic truth sweep through the consciousness of all mankind, particularly through those who are leaders of the thinking, the education, the religious worship of the masses, and the wisdom and counsel of the ascended hierarchy again be sought by the peoples of earth and incorporated into their individual and collective endeavors to create the full perfection of God's divine will for this earth and all its attendant evolutions. Thomas Prince. Imparting the Divine Plan. Beloved Maha Chohan's Address, January 1954. Beloved ones, I would like to bring to your remembrance some of the endeavors in which a particular group of the celestial hierarchy has invested its energies, which include the thought and the fully gathered momentum of love, wisdom, and power of each of its constituents, who has earned the right to active membership under the banner of the Lord of the world, through investment of the primal essence of his life in the cosmic endeavor through accumulated thought, feeling, and action. Every intelligence who applies to the universal first cause for the use of life, and who is granted a flow of that stream of life energy, begins to create a personal heritage the moment the first electron is placed within the keeping of the free will of the individual. All through the ages, that spiritual heritage, which becomes wisdom, understanding, faith, beauty, and other divine qualities, is builded, and for many at the same time is builded the personal heritage of karma, which must be expiated, as they proceed on their journey through life until their debt is paid. This expiation is possible of achievement quickly through a knowledge of the use of the sacred fire in its purifying activity, as well as by merit gained through service to the cause of good. The great guardians of the race, through the developed faculty of the inner sight, watch the building of the spiritual heritage of the evolving souls, which becomes the glorious aura of the causal body, and from time to time individual life streams, chosen because of that accumulated store of good, are given an opportunity of becoming part of the purpose and cause, which is the forwarding of the divine plan for the planet in its evolution. These individuals, who have developed certain dexterity along particularly constructive lines, greatly hasten their own evolution if they accept the opportunity to serve when it is offered them by the karmic board, Sanat Kumara himself or his representatives. The masters, however, in choosing individuals, are fully conscious and cognizant that the accumulated store of good in the causal body, upon which they pin their faith and hope, will very often be counterbalanced by the destructively generated karma which the personality has not expiated, either through suffering or through grace, and this condition often proves to be the deciding factor in his continued usefulness to the cause. If he has love enough to be willing to expiate his karma and serve at the same time according to the great spiritual strength and momentum of his life stream, which makes his victory a possibility but not a preordained fact, owing to free will, he will successfully pass through the great initiation of self-denial. However, the successful achievement of this manifestation is wholly dependent upon the determination and tenacity of the ego to rise above the human tendency to give allegiance to form rather than essence, which oft-times causes the aspirant to relinquish the plan no matter how carefully and perfectly it is designed at inner levels. When an individual or a group comes to a certain point of development, and at the same time a cosmic moment is struck in the history and evolution of a planet or system, the governing board of the spiritual hierarchy presents to possible servers the plan, the vision, and the part which each one, individually or collectively as part of that group, may play in the world scene. As the wise director carefully casts the members of his play, so does the director of the cosmic scene carefully designate those who might effectively further the divine plan through the world of form. Then, voluntarily, the individual soul or ego may accept or reject the opportunity to serve, although he is fully aware that through this service he may achieve his own eternal freedom. You may remember that there was a number of life streams who could have rendered a tremendous service to the Master Jesus, and there was a number who could have rendered a similar service to the Lord Buddha and did not. But as the law of the brotherhood can never force anyone to become part of an impersonal cause, ofttimes the individual who volunteers will have barely a minimum of the momentum required against 100 individuals with a maximum capacity who refuse the opportunity. It is a solemn and serious meeting when the hierarchy presents a plan which they would like to externalize to a group of free spirits functioning in the happier medium of the etheric or higher mental bodies. The first part of that activity is beautiful, inspiring, and uplifting, because the master powers at inner levels throw on the cosmic screen their developed plan showing the magnificent accomplishment by which an entire race will receive, perhaps, the use of the electric light, the airplane, the removal of certain so-called incurable diseases, and many other racial benefits.
And we'll hear more next week. It's just such wonderful information. There we have, I realize that we all have this opportunity and sometimes we take it and sometimes we don't. Anyway, this is from the great divine director. And I know we've been told this before many times, but I always think we can never hear it enough, really. And he says, don't care what the other person is doing. Your part is to harmonize, beautify, and perfect your own world in your call to the presence, and let every other one take care of his own world, except to call the mighty I Am Presence to bless all mankind, and that is the greatest thing you can do. If you have a feeling of unkindness within you to someone else, then you are, by your attention, feeding your life stream possibly to harm the other as well as limit yourself. Do you see, precious ones, how there is always a double activity in discord? If you feel unkindly to another, you are adding to the burden of that individual and limiting yourself. Oh, dear people, cut yourselves free from the psychic and spiritualistic things which open you to all the discordant entities that are there. As long as you do whatever opens you to these things, you will never know happiness, success, nor freedom. You cannot do it. Why? Because today the great law of life demands your attention, demands your calling on the law of forgiveness for all mistakes you have made, not only yourselves, but all mankind. Could you understand the power and release which would come to you in 1/2 hour in great, earnest, sincere calling on the law of forgiveness for all your mistakes, dear hearts, you would rejoice forever. Don't think it is all the other person. Call on the law of forgiveness for yourself and all mankind. Then hold your feeling harmonious and at peace, and you will see the glory of your presence and its perfect manifestation in and through your body. For through your call is the action and the great, quick, powerful means of doing it. And that's really such a wonderful thing, because we always think now when we do the violet flame, if we don't just take time to really feel that need to be forgiven, and we just say the words without that feeling, it's not nearly as efficacious as we know. All right, so now we've got this wonderful opportunity for calling for our beloved brothers and sisters that are caught in that psychic and astral realms, and to assist Saint Germain. So we say together, with the mics muted, beloved presence of God, I am in me, and beloved immortal threefold flame of eternal truth within my heart, and beloved Saint Germain, while my body sleeps this night, let all the constructive energy of my entire life stream be used to render whatever service is needed in the violet flame temples established in the psychic and astral realms to draw the full gathered cosmic momentum of the violet purifying flame of divine love and compassion through every discarnate life stream there. Let all the souls who dwell in those realms be taken immediately into those purifying temples of mercy and compassion, and there have the accumulated destructively qualified energies of their life streams purified and transmuted, so they carry in their life streams no miscreations that would add to their own or the world's distress. We decree it, and so be it. Beloved I am, and we accept this done here and now with full cosmic power, and we thank you. Thank you. We know Archangel Michael says such an important call that. All right, this was sent by beloved Morel, so thank you, Morel. It's just lovely, also from A Kinder World. Luckily, there are lots of wonderful earth angels helping the animals. And now we have this time where we say the decree for the animal, insect, and reptile kingdom. So we say together, beloved divine presence and that of all mankind, charge your mighty light of mercy and compassion to flow through us all and bring comfort and freedom to the animal, insect, and reptile kingdoms. May each human being remember and accept their responsibility as guardians and protectors of this planet's pure and innocent life until all is set free and their divine plans fulfilled. We so decree it, and so be it. In God's most holy name, I am. We accept it done, and we thank you. Thank you. And now I'm going to read from the beloved goddess of purity. And she's also known as beloved Astrea, and she's the divine complement of mighty Elohim Claire, of the fourth ray, of the ray of purity. And she says, hail, thou children of the omnipotent first cause, abiding upon this planet, with the definite purpose of assisting the beloved ascended Master Saint Germain bring in the permanent golden age in all its exquisite beauty and perfection. Purity is my reason for coming into your midst today. Oh, there were many, many beings who applied to beloved Gautama for the privilege of addressing the chelas at this class. My application was immediately accepted, for indeed the flame of purity must precede many other God gifts before they can find fertile ground of their flowering. Every electron of my being is pulsating all the momentum of purity, which it has been my privilege to accumulate through the ages, and I am accompanied in this outpouring of cosmic flame of purity to all the beings who are presently serving on the fourth ray, including the archangelic, seraphic, cherubic, and angelic host. Now we all know that purity has been shied away from by the masses through the centuries, you at one time or another having belonged to that group, and the reason for this reluctance of acceptance of the virtue is obvious. But you, blessed chelas, thanks be to the Almighty through your vow at inner levels and your conscious desire to serve with us in the manifestation of the golden age on this sweet planet, are daily becoming purer channels for the inflow of the currents and the flames which are requisite for this outpouring. Many chelas think of the goddess of purity and Astrea as two beings. I am Astrea, also known as a goddess of purity. Perhaps this fact will bring a greater compatibility between some of the chelas and myself, and will also serve to identify me with the cosmic circle and sword of blue flame, which I wield at every opportunity for the purification of this earth and her evolutions. Yes, I am grateful. I have made my identity known to you, for the stirring of recognition is intense as I gaze upon your auras. You will remember that I have offered to remove the cause and core of all known and unknown impurities in the life streams belonging to this earth, and those who have voluntarily come here back unto the beginning of time. Demand the fulfillment of that vow from me. You are sufficiently acquainted with the spiritual law to know that we are only permitted by that law to render a certain amount of service of our own volition, and that the balance must come from the demands made upon the law for assistance. I stand ready always to use the circle and sword of blue flame to cut away the imperfection upon this planet. And the legions of purity at the command of the beings on the fourth ray are limitless and can go into action on the instant, but the demand for the service must be made from unascended mankind. Without purity, true peace cannot manifest. If there is a commodity in the store which you require and you have the wherewithal for its purchase, certainly you would be most foolish to walk by and ignore that which is necessary. We of the cosmic and ascended host hold within our beings all the purity which is required for the purification of this planet. We are enabled to draw from the cosmic storehouse all and more than is required, and stand ready and waiting to effect the purification of the planet. Waiting for what? calls, clothed in true conviction of the efficacy of the spiritual law, and from whom the chelas who are aware of our presence in the universe and the activities which we have volunteered to perform. Let me forcibly remind you that you are responsible to the cosmic law for the use of your God-given energy. And when we present an existing condition to you, which must be remedied through the use of the sacred fire, in the name of all that is good and holy, go into action and make your demand on us for the release of the purifying fires, which can, on the instant, remove the causes and cause of imperfection. Again, I say, you are accountable to the cosmic law for your participation, or otherwise, in the activities which we set before you. Oh, the waste of time and energy in the discussion of what certain heads of state should do, or how this or that nation should be handling the affairs of government and its people. Unless useless thought and prattle when it comes to illumined chelas who know about the activities of the sacred fire. I would not say that I am impatient to go into further action in the cause of world peace. That is not part of my being. But oh, how can I tell you with sufficient emphasis, which you will truly recognize and accept, that I am so very eager, so desirous of accomplishing through the unerring application of the spiritual law the service of removing the causes and cause of fear, hatred, greed, and the multitudinous vices which hinder the accomplishment of world peace. I appeal to you for further assistance. Will you help us? So there we have it. And also I found so interesting was that it's so important for our feeling, as she said just a little bit earlier, that we know that we must have that feeling of it already being accomplished. And it's just limitless. I just love this. I thought it was really good. I didn't want to split it up over the week, so we got it all today. And now we've got the song to Mighty Beloved Astrea. Bless you, beloved Lady Astrea. Such marvelous service. And now John will take over. Thank you so much, beloved John.
Thank you, beloved Anthea. Good evening, all. And beloved Auntie, well, thank you for the awesome messages, videos, and that amazing song, and all this wonderful teaching that you bring to us every week. Beloved mighty I am presence, we ask you now to take command of us all and produce your mighty perfection through our decrees. Beloved Ascended Masters, we give you full permission on behalf of ourselves and of all mankind to do whatever is necessary in this lower realm to fulfill the divine plan. And we call for you to charge your mighty power and give whatever energy may be lacking from our side into all our decrees, so they can manifest here and now, all according to thy will. We call to you, beloved Archangel Michael, to send cosmic rays and mighty angels of protection to protect us and all who have joined the Zoom class, and for all the energy released to be purified and used only to serve the pure divine cosmic light. Beloved mighty Presence, eternal source of the Christ within, we call upon Ascended Master Jesus, the Maha Chohan, and the Cosmic Christ to pour forth the light of Christ consciousness upon us all. And so be it, beloved I am, we thank you. We say our decrees together. Mighty I am Presence, great host of Ascended Masters, archangels and Elohim, cosmic beings and great cosmic light, come forth now in all your cosmic power. Withdraw and withhold all power from destructive forces and individuals with destructive intent throughout the world right now and forever, whether it is conscious or unconscious. Expose, seize, bind, and render helpless all these sinister forces and their activities until the light has removed them completely, and illumine the source so this may never act again, and raise up to positions of power the divinely chosen leaders. Replace all with Ascended Master consciousness and the divine plan fulfilled. We thank you. Our tube of light protection. Beloved mighty I am present, beloved Archangel Michael and beloved Commander Conrad, continually intensify your protective pillar of pure light substance and Archangel Michael's armor of light through and around me, charged with your invincible protection, all-powerful and impenetrable. I am invisible, I am invincible, I am invulnerable to anything but thy almighty perfection. I am grateful we are given whatever added protection is needed. What we ask for ourselves, we ask for our loved ones, and that which is constructive in all mankind and the world. Thank you. We just visualize that tube of light coming down from our beloved mighty I am presence, that mighty pillar of brilliant blue and crystal light, blazing up through and around us, 9 feet in diameter, anchored 3 feet beneath us, 3 feet each side of us, with that thick wall at the edge, stronger than any steel. Build your wall of light. See Archangel Michael's armor of light around us, forming that impenetrable pillar of protection around ourselves, this group, our families, friends, and around every constructive person across the face of the earth. Every beloved one standing up for truth, justice, and freedom. God bless, direct, perfect, and protect each and every one. We thank you. I am the law of forgiveness for myself and all mankind, for all mistakes, misqualified energy, human consciousness, and for straying from the light. Beloved mighty I am presence, through your blessed love, power, and authority, we call to you, beloved Lady Master Kuan Yin. We ask you that you fill us with your Ascended Master feelings of mercy and forgiveness for ourselves and for all mankind. And we just feel deeply in our hearts that sincere desire to be forgiven and to forgive any and all misuse of life, human consciousness, misqualified energies of any kind, any wrong desires and feelings in our beings and world, and every mistake which our outer selves are responsible. And we just feel this great gratitude for this blessing to all mankind. Truly a great gift, this law of forgiveness. Beloved, mighty, and presence, and that of all mankind. Forgive, forgive each and every one of us. Thank you. We call to that great central sun to charge your secret power into these decrees, and we call for beloved Saint Germain to anchor that cosmic concentration of violet fire in America, Africa, Europe, China, India, the Middle East, Russia, wherever else it is needed in our beloved world here and now, and we thank you deeply for this. Our violet fire decree. Mighty I am presence, beloved Saint Germain, and those that minister to the violet flame, come forth now and blaze your cosmic violet fire, and cause a mighty victory for all the world to see. I am the law of forgiveness in cosmic action now. I am the victory of the sacred fire in all its cosmic power. Mighty angels, descend with your purple wands of fire and strike them into the center of every place where there has been a history of sinister force activity. Transmute and consume it all, cause, core, record, effect, and memory, and set it all free from that which was never meant to be. Replace it all with ascended master consciousness, the divine plan fulfilled, and light from the secret love star. We thank you. our decree for the elementals. I am the light of God that never fails, purifying, loving, thanking, and blessing the great directors of the elemental kingdom and every beloved earth, water, air, and fire elemental for your ceaseless service to me and to all mankind. I am the mighty cosmic light awakening all mankind to the great intelligence of this kingdom, and remove from elemental life today the necessity for longer obeying the destructive impulses of mankind. And so be it. Beloved I am, we thank you. In the name of my mighty I am presence, great cosmic beings and great cosmic light, I decree, I am the presence charging the minds and feelings of everybody in America and the world with Saint Germain's ascended master consciousness and perfection, right now and forever. I am the presence, blessing, illumining, perfecting, and setting all free in service to the light. Our decree for the purification of our beloved earth. In the name of my mighty I am presence, and by the power of the great host of ascended beings, we demand a cosmic living sword of blazing flame continually strike into all human miscreations back to the very beginning, causing all negative energies and entities in the psychic and astral realms and in the consciousness of all mankind to cease to exist forever. The cause, score, effect, record, and memory, freeing all human and elemental life from that which was never meant to be, and ensuring psychic and astral realm is no more. Replace it all with the immaculate concept for all life, ascended master consciousness, and light substance from the secret love star. Let thy will be done, and so be it, and so it is. Beloved I am, we thank you. Our decree for divine justice. I am the most intensified cosmic action of the flame of divine justice, blazing throughout the world right now and forever. I am the law. I am the justice. I am the judge. I am the jury. Knowing that I am all-powerful, that I know that only divine justice can be done, everywhere, here and now. Beloved Lady Portia, ensure divine justice prevails throughout the world, right now and forever. And so be it, and so it is, and it is done. Beloved I am, we thank you. Now, before we say our final decree, by the love, power of our beloved mighty I am presence, we call to you, beloved mighty victory. We ask you that you fill us with your full feeling of victorious accomplishment, that cosmic feeling of ascended master victory. We say together, I am the victory of the cosmic light. I am the victory of the cosmic light. I am the victory of the cosmic light. I am the cosmic flame of victory, which reigns supreme everywhere, right now and forever. We accept these calls answered as they are made, according to thy will, with full cosmic power, maintained and trebled each instant of each hour, by the power of the 3 times 3, until fully manifest. And so be it, and so it is, and it is done. Beloved I am, we thank you. And as we end now, we focus on that beloved love star, radiating within our auras, placed there by beloved Sanat Kumara as a gift to all mankind, assisting us in holding that frequency of unconditional divine love, a true cosmic blessing. We love and thank you, beloved mighty love star. We ask that you expand your mighty supreme light through our 4 lower bodies, and to saturate all whom we pass by on our earthly journeys with that unconditional divine love. And to that mighty secret love star shining from the heavens for this 2,000-year period, we bless and thank you And we all hold the mighty cosmic beings from the great central sun, holding this focus. Expand your supreme light through our individual love stars and around all life evolving on our sweet earth. And we thank you deeply for this. Thank you, everybody. Blessings to all.
Marvelous. Thank you, beloved John. Just absolutely wonderful. And now the closing invocation. I think who might like to read. Who's got a David? David Pashby. I don't know. Do you have a screen there, David, beloved, or can you read for us?
Yes, I do, Auntie. Thank you very much. Beloved I'm presence and beloved Master Katrini, nourish the seeds planted in my consciousness so that the ideas entrusted to me become manifest flowers of perfect expression in my world and the world of all my fellow men. Beloved presence of God I am, pour the light of thy great glory upon my consciousness and nourish the seeds planted by the Masters. We thank you.
Thank you, beloved David. And there we have it, just a moment of deep gratitude truly for these wonderful teachings and for our many, many blessings. I know we all so blessed on our earthly journeys and for our opportunity to serve through our own presence with the Ascended Hosts. Thank you. And thank you, everybody. And now I'm just going to stop the